What up, people? It's your boy Chig from Guna Eagle Eye coming to again with a brand new video. This time it is to talk inevitably about Valencia versus Arsenal, the second leg. Now, I speak still annoyed, still pissed off, even now, about the game on Sunday, just because, much like all of you, I guess, we'd had so many opportunities to secure that top four spot, so that if it all went tits up in the Europa League, we can at least look back at the season and say, all right, we got something out of it. You know, we got Champions League football. And yeah, I know there are a lot of people, and I used to be one of them, who was very cynical about the idea of, well, if you're not finishing first, who cares? But what we've seen is that we have an owner who... See, if I was a Man United fan, that would be my attitude. Who cares? But United are, let's be real, a bigger club than us. They're a bigger draw than us. And they're going to spend money to fix the issue. We, on the other hand, don't have that type of model. We have the type of model where, excuse me, where it's almost paramount that we have Champions League football, even if it is finishing in the dreaded fourth place. And we blew it. We blew it big time, big style. 4 points in the last 4 points in 18. You just look back and you just say, how were we this poor? We had the easiest run-in, and as I said on the Guna Talk, which I was on that show yesterday, if you haven't had an opportunity to watch it, go ahead and watch it. Where I was on with Tom and Drew, we always have this habit and way of snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. And we should have sailed not only into top four, we should have secured top three. So for another season in a row, we're facing the very real prospect of not only no Champions League football, but also almost certainly them lot down the road finishing above us again. Thoroughly disappointed, but we have only ourselves to blame. It is what it is. Looking ahead to this game, this will be a difficult game. We saw how Valencia played at home. And yes, we had chances, but let's be real, so did they. I do think they're a better outfit than Napoli. I think they're going to cause us more problems out there. They have Coquelin to come back into the side. He was suspended for the first leg. And we saw that they had some decent players. And let's be real here, they work better as a team than we do. We're no team. You just got a bunch of freeloaders that are enjoying the ride at the moment. Well, when I say freeloaders, I think of people like Henrik Mkhitaryan. I think of people like Mesut Ozil. I think of people like, you name it, Granit Xhaka, who thinks he's bigger or better than the club with he has ambition. Well, my ambition is for you to bounce. How about that? Anyway, you can tell I'm so annoyed. When you compare the last two performances from Arsenal and Valencia in their respective leagues, while we were pissing about with Brighton, drawing 1-1 to these guys who were safe. They were safe. It's not even like they were fighting particularly hard. They were just going through the motions. Meanwhile, Valencia were taking care of business. And admittedly, it was the bottom team, but they smashed them 6-2. In fact, that was a little bit of an unusual kind of result and game, actually, because the team that they played actually had 24 shots in that game. They had something like 5 or 6 on target, but they had 24 shots compared to Valencia's 10. But Valencia were a lot more clinical. It's as simple as that, clearly by scoring 6 goals. So this is a team who are used to not necessarily having the ball, because this team also had 6 or 7 more passes than Valencia in the whole game. Mind you, this team is the bottom of La Liga right now. I ain't going to try and pronounce their name. Just go and see who's the bottom of Valencia, bottom of La Liga. Begins with H. Who's would be my guess. But yeah, so we're talking about a team who are used to not having the ball, who are used to defending, and they've played very well. And I expect the same thing to happen again. I expect them to go out there, show what they're made of, and really compete. Which is what I hope we do, because I'll tell you something. If we concede the first goal, I can honestly see us losing that lead. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think we will lose this game. I don't normally do my predictions this early into my preview, but truth be told, I think we'll lose it 2-1. Just because we're too complacent, we're too arrogant, and by the time we realise the situation we're in, we're going to have conceded 2 goals and we're going to be panicking. The one good position that we're in is that we are in a situation where 1 goal really puts them on the back foot. 2 goals would kill the game. But they do have an away goal, and I'd like to see us cancel that out real quick. And the way we do that is by scoring, preferably first. So with that in mind, I don't know what team I'm going to pick, I tell you, but I'm going to try. This would be my 1-11 going to Valencia. People are going to be bitching about the fact Leno's not starting. Whatever. I'm putting Petr Cech in goal. You know, we know the boss is going to put him in. Let's just get over it. Get over the bitching. Petr Cech in goal. My 3 at the back. My 3 at the back is going to be our best 3, in theory. Kashani, Socrates, Monreal. All of you guys need to step up. Every single last one of you. Because I'll be honest, as much as I cannot stand him, the form defender technically is Mustafi. And to be fair, in the first leg, I actually thought Mustafi played pretty well. But nevertheless, I think we'll be rolling the dice to ask for 3 games in a row where Mustafi plays well. So let's just go easy. These are the 3 that I would play. All of you need to up your game. Do something. Rectify what happened at the weekend and perform. So those would be the 3 that I'd play for that. Left wing back, I'm going with Kolasinac. I'll be honest, I don't think he's good enough. I really don't. I've had a good look at him now, and I still don't think Kolasinac is good enough. I do think we're going to have to take our time in how we replace our left backs. And if you had to ask me who's probably the more important one to potentially sell, it probably would be Monreal, for the simple reason that I think Monreal is on a steep decline as a player. But for me, Kolasinac, we need a good performance now. So I'm hoping this is it. On the flip side, we're going to go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. His suspension doesn't obviously count for Europe. He should be nice and fresh. He plays well with 3 at the back. Let's play to his strengths. So Ainsley Maitland-Niles for me. Our 2 central midfielders, I'm going to go with... just because we have no other options. It's only because we have no other options. I'm going to go with Granit Xhaka and Lucas Torreira. And I have nothing against Lucas Torreira. It's more Granit Xhaka I have the issue with. I don't know what that was at the weekend. I don't know what that was. Just the awareness is gone. For me, honestly, I'll be honest. He's 2nd or 3rd on my chopping block right now. the awareness is completely gone. I don't know what to say. All I can say is I hope he make amends. I don't think Valencia's going to allow him to breathe. And I think he plays better with teams that allow him to breathe. Like I said, for me, I think the Italian league, he's destined for the Italian league. Because he'd do so well out there. Teams that press, that ain't him. But to me, let's play him in this match with Lucas Torreira and see what the heck happens. In the number 10 spot, or the right hand side, or however you want to set it up, I actually quite like doing it as the kind of right-sided number 10. I'm going to go with Alex Iwobi. I know that's going to piss people off. For me, Mkhitaryan ain't getting anywhere near my side. He ain't getting anywhere near my side. I honestly think he's about as useless as a spare tyre. You know, one of them shitty little thin ones that you can't go more than 15 miles an hour with. I'll be honest. Again, spoiler alert, he's number 1 on my sell list. At least Mustafi tries. At least he tries. He's shit, but at least he tries. This guy is not even trying. And I know the talent's in there, but he's not even trying. So I don't know if he's been told already that, you know, he has no future, because that's kind of the way he's acting. But he ain't getting in my side. Mesut Ozil, there is an argument Mesut Ozil could and should be playing. Last couple of games, I ain't been that impressed. I'm going to play Alex Iwobi. I think he'll put in a shift at the very least. And that's what I want from my players. On the left-hand side, I'm going to go with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I thought he has played well the last couple of games, to be fair. Yes, he got a lot of stick at the weekend because people were frustrated and annoyed. For some reason, it takes this guy 12 chances to put away 1. And he always has, and I was the first one to say this, I don't care what anyone tells me, I was the first one to spot this, that every single game, there is one obvious chance that he has, that he spurns. Every single game. I called this out like 6 months ago, and I think people are starting to clock on now. Every single game. And my only frustration with him, like, he doesn't work hard enough, and he just spurns chances. But what I like that he's starting to do to his game, and he's displayed this over the last couple of games, actually is his off-the-ball work. Defensively, I think he's been very, very good. People haven't really given him enough credit, particularly in the last game, for that. But he needs to improve. And then up top, I'm going to go with Alexandre Lacazette. That would be my 1 to 11. I think we'll lose 2-1, but it will obviously be enough. You guys let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments below. If you like this video, crush, destroy, drop kick that like button for me. I appreciate it when you guys do that. Alright, I'm out of here. Take care.